Hi guys, I'm going to start your reading for you. This is going to be the 7-day forecast to see kind of what's in store for us. I thought it would be kind of interesting to see what comes up in the cards. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get started. The deck I'm using today is the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. I don't know if you guys have seen this deck before, but I thought it was pretty interesting. They have cool pictures. It's all cave paintings. I thought it was interesting. This is only 1 or 2 times that I've actually used this deck, so hopefully I can pick up what the meanings are about. What I like to do is kind of spread my cards about and then get my gut instincts, and then I go through my tarot books and actually read the definition, and then I make a Mod Podge list and make my notes. That way I stay focused. I have a really, really horrible memory, so this keeps me focused on the reading. If you see a little glitch in the video, it's me pausing it because my son likes to interrupt. So, yeah, let's get started. So, since this is the 7-day forecast, I kind of played it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, for the first day of the week that I chose, the card that you got is the Ancestor of Boundaries. Boundaries. I don't know if you could actually say that. There's a huge glare. But all of these cards are cave paintings. And with the Boundaries card, the Ancestor of Boundaries is about protection, self-discipline, fortitude, strength, need to acknowledge and understand boundaries and limitations, essential truths we encounter, which is knowing when it's time to either accept our boundaries or to break free. Their strength and courage, recognizing your own boundaries and those of others, protecting your own space, acknowledge your own areas of strength. So the gist of this reading, I felt like something was going to come up throughout the week that's going to push our limitations. And the first card, before I even started the reading, that's what I felt, is something's going to push our boundaries this week. And the first card that I pulled was the Boundaries card. How freaky is that? So yeah, Monday looks like there's going to be some trying times. Either somebody, someone, or you're going to push your limitations. It's either, since this is a general reading, it could have anything to do with your love life, your finances, your work, anything pretty much, since it is a general reading. So something's going to come up that's going to either push your boundaries, or maybe you're going to push somebody else's boundaries, or it just evolving. Basically, if you are at work and you're picking extra workload up and kind of reaching your limits, it also could involve learning to say no. Sometimes we get to a point where we kind of put too much on our plate and it feels like the weight of the world is on our shoulders. Well, this card tells us that you need to take that time away and break free from that. Not be so weighed down and stressed because of our limitations. I have a lot of health concerns, so that could also... I usually don't do health readings, but it is a general reading and could pertain to health issues coming to your breaking point. So keep that in mind. That's the first day of the week, Monday. Something's going to come up that's going to break some boundaries or test our boundaries. So the next card that I pulled for you guys, this will represent Tuesday. So Tuesday, it looks like Ancestor Skill. Seeking skills from unlikely resources. Need to look within ourselves to harness the abilities we already possess, but we have yet discovered. Skillful progress, recognizing your own abilities, understanding the process of daily living skillfully, dancing where others run. Find joy in the skill you already possess, since it's... and there are reverse. It could also mean the opposite. Since when I pulled it, it was reversed, so it could mean the exact opposite of what that whole note said was trying to find a new skill. If the first card that I pulled was talking about boundaries, right? So the next card that I pulled is talking about harnessing the skills you already have, but when I pulled it, it was reversed. So coming back to the first card and playing this one after that, it might represent having to find something new. That's whatever is happening in the beginning of the week. This card is the next card that says, oh, okay, well, whatever's happening is not working. Whatever you're doing is not working, and it's time to step up your game and find a new solution to your problems. Whether it be your work, finances, your house, your love life, family life. If you guys are butting heads and stuff's just not working, it's time to find a new solution. Or it could also mean that, like originally says, that you already know your solution to this problem. You just need to harness that motivation and drive to actually do something about it. So that comes about Tuesday. Something in the beginning of the week, it shows that some boundaries are going to start being crossed. And then this one is learning how to deal with that, basically. So the next card, it will be representing Wednesday, the Dancer of Lies. A lie can destroy dreams or hopes, weaken or damage beliefs, interrupt progress, and turn us away from where we should be. Half-truths can also be damaging, even if spun with the right intentions. It could also be damaging. Living lies creates only pain and fear. Dancer of Lies is a trickster who creates negativity, confrontation. Be straightforward to conquer the lies or the liars. Falseness, distractions, disillusion of dreams, frustrations, darkness, being led astray, loss, sorrow. Okay, so it's leading up to a major issue. So the first card was pushing boundaries. The next card is trying to deal with it, and it looks like the next day that either somebody negative or something negative is going to happen in the middle of the week that's going to put you at a standstill and kind of be like, oh, okay, well, where does the truth lie? It's going to be the beginning of the week says there's going to be boundaries being pushed, and it looks like whoever or whatever is causing the issue, it's going to come to a head in the middle of the week, and you're going to be like, okay, this is a full-on confrontation, basically. So the next card that I'm going to pull is the Hunter of Vision. I just love these cards. Look at it. It's pretty little cave painting for you. So the Hunter of Vision shows the way we should spend every moment in pursuit of it. Without vision, we would remain lost. A sense of certainty will come that will enable us to instinctively find our way. The Hunter of Vision gives us clear-sightedness that allows us to make decisions and find truth in whatever the situation. It could be spiritual insight or just on the human plane, not just spiritual. Let's see. Takes us out of darkness and helps us recognize the future we seek. Insight, foresight, hindsight, clarity of vision, gift of recognition, wise decision making, choosing well, recognition of deeper levels, interpreting mysteries, complete understanding. Okay, so the first couple cards, the boundaries, what else was there? So we got boundaries, skills, and lies. Okay, so everything has come to a standstill at this point. It looks like Thursday is going to come where everything is going to make sense. You know, the first couple days of the week is going to kind of feel like a rocky start, and then come Thursday and Friday, it looks like something's going to happen to kind of change the path. It looks like it's going to clear up, basically. The rainy forecast is clearing up the sunny skies, basically. Thursday, it looks like whatever this person or issue was happening is going to start becoming more clear, that all these issues are going to start to resolve themselves. The next card that I pulled will represent Friday. This is the Dancer of Life. Explosion of life shines out from every line in this card. So there is a big bright ball of light in the center. Vitality and wonder, rejuvenation, reinvigorates our sense of life force that surround us, both human and spiritual. Learn from other beings. Celebration gives us strength to seize opportunities. Rejoice in the adventure, energy, fertility, hope, celebration, joy in all things. Living in the now, entering into the awareness, soul endurance, respect for others, endless possibilities, power that breaks down barriers. So everything that has came up until now, it seems like the beginning of the week is going to be super rocky, and you're towards the middle of the week it's kind of winding down, and then this says that Friday is going to be a big release of tension, basically. All of that anxiety and everything that was created in the beginning of the week, Friday is going to come to better, brighter skies, basically. So the next card that I pulled for you is the Spirit of Love. Spirit of Love, timeless, universal, heart knows a wisdom. Changes in direction, allow love to flow. Without, it looks like I scribbled like doctor's writing, and I can't read this word. Without discrimination, only through loving deeply will we be loved in return. Show love in every aspect, human and divine. Transformation, reversal. So the betrayal, there's going to be a reverse. So enlightenment, warmth, courage, belief, transcendence, longing, fulfillment. Let love come in and show the way. Okay, so everything coming up through the week. This is towards the end of the week. You're gonna have some issues in the beginning, and then towards the end, you guys are gonna figure out a way to make love be your priority. Whether you love your job, whether you want to find a new job that you love, or if it's a family member that you're kind of butting heads with, you're going to come to the realization that love is more important, and you just need to focus on that. Hold on one second. So yeah, towards the end of the week, you're going to kind of come to a head and realize that all of these issues are just petty, and it's time to relax and release that tension and show love where it's needed. Whether it's be yourself, where you need to focus on yourself, or if you need to focus on a certain person and show them more love, or if it's towards your job, show more appreciation towards your job, that sort of thing is going to come to an end towards the end of the week. So the next card represents Sunday. Okay, so this is the Dancer of Beginnings. Transformation, change, opportunity, new beginnings, transformation from seed of intention to fullness of action, potential of becoming more than it is. So since it's a general reading, everything leading up to this point has kind of been rocky at the beginning, a realization, and then towards the end it's going to be like, oh wow, okay, this is where my heart is, or this is where I want to put my focus into. So if it's a new job, looking for a new job, is talking about something that wasn't very happy in the beginning, right, is showing more potential. And that's what this card is talking about, that in the beginning it didn't seem too happy, but towards the end you're gonna realize that this has a bigger potential to be better than what it originally felt like it would be. Refresh our vision of ourselves, our lives, and other people, helping us see beginnings where we used to see endings. Breathe new life and possibility, even in the familiar routine. Inspiration, starting out new ideas, birth of dreams. There's a fire or spark, and fire and spark, it's an inspiration. Something's going to spark or click that's going to be like, okay, now I have a new motivation to do whatever it is I'm doing. Pull towards the future, hopes and inspirations, aspirations for the future. So towards the end of the week, Sunday is going to be like, okay, now I have a new goal in mind. Everything that was happening in the past that I was getting so frustrated and bent out of shape out of, I'm gonna focus all that energy and put it towards something more positive, basically. And that's what this card is saying, that you're gonna think of it in a different way. There's a transformation that's going to happen, either with your way of thinking or transformation in your job. You're going to maybe possibly get a new position at work or new job. Or if it's with your relationships, if you're having relationship troubles, there's going to be a spark that's going to come up towards the end of the week that's going to either in your mind change your way of thinking of how bad it was towards something more positive, that something to work towards, like buying a house or a baby or what have you, is going to inspire you to look towards the future. Instead of focusing on all the negative that's happening now and bringing you down, you're going to find that spark of energy. So I like to do a clarification card at the end of my readings. Most readers don't do this, at least that I know. Well, I do it just because it's a little bonus and it kind of clarifies the whole reading. It summarizes everything that I've said, and then it might touch base on things that the reading might have missed. And I was totally blown away with the card that came up. This is the Dancer of Reconciliation. Healing, making peace. Trivial things go wrong in life, at home or at work. This is the push that pushes us to difficult places. Let's see. More chicken scratch. I can't read. Okay, so things we cannot change. Accepting things that we cannot change. There's things that happen in our daily lives that we have control over and things that we don't have control over. And throughout this whole reading, it feels like there's going to be a conflict. Something's going to come up throughout the week that is going to bring us to a breaking point. And this card at the very end summarizes that something is going to happen, but the whole week towards the end, there's going to be a reconciliation. And this card talks about accepting the things that we have control over and the things that we don't. That way it kind of helps us throughout the week, that kind of taking a deep breath, counting to 10 and relaxing before we get irritated. Accept the things that we don't have control over, you know? That way it doesn't make us more angry. So things we can't change or things we can't have control over. There's a loss, a death, shifts in fortune. It's about life's journey. Life is a journey. There's ups and downs. It's a wave. It's like the wheel of fortune. It's a turning circle. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. So that's what this card is also talking about, and that's going to help you get through the week. That if you have issues coming up in the week that you don't know how to deal with, just take a deep breath and accept things that you can change and try to work on the things you can change. And if you can't have any control over, just let it go. Breathe, let it go. Okay, so force of restoration, healing and making peace, coming to acceptance. balance restored, anger resolved, restoration of wrongs, inner certainty, resolving doubt and confusion, strengthening bonds. So if you are having issues with people in your life, either your coworkers, your boss, your marriage, your children, if you're having issues, it's going to come to a point where this is going to strengthen you. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. That's the same concept with your loved ones. The battles that we go through with our loved one, that builds and strengthens our bond. And that's what this card talks about. Bringing harmony, peacemaking. So it looks like we're going to have some up and downs and speed bumps in our week. At least that's what the cards say. I don't know if this is directed towards a specific person, or if this is directed towards a future event, or could be past event if it was last week's. I know some of the reading kind of touched base with some of the things that I went through last week, so who knows? I hope that you guys can gain some insight for this. If for whatever reason it doesn't make sense, let me know at the end of the week and tell me how your week went. Let me know if any of this makes sense for how your week went. That would be awesome to get some feedback on that. Yeah, that's all I have for you tonight. I hope you guys have a good week. I'll talk to you later. Bye!